Today on the Euro Truck Podcast, Freelance talks about Unreal Engine 4, iAndrewC grumbles on about GTA 5, and JeffersonB learns about various internet culture. Hello guys, and welcome to the Euro Truck Podcast with iAndrewC.
And JeffersonB.
Dr. Ubashedo, MD.
And Freelance Gamer.
We're gonna take a moment of silence for the death of Leonard Nimoy. He made Star Trek what it is, I believe. Not Shatner. Shatner can just go himself.
Wow.
Andy killed the moment of silence.
Well, it had to be ended at some point, so...
Rest in pepperoni with a...
I mean,
wow.
I like,
No love for Shatner here.
I like Captain Picard. Actually, I like Janeway more than I like Shatner.
Wow, that's some
That's
pretty
kinda
severe
fair.
hatred.
I like Janeway.
I appreciate her
Right.
for what she is,
I
but
have to sit.
Guys, I can't go that fast. I'm pulling a thing.
Hey man, I'm carrying a digger. I'm actually carrying diggers.
I'm carrying a
Plural.
bulldozer.
I'll wait up for you, Mike.
Hey, should I pick this digger up too?
do it.
And it's probably a brick wall. What do you guys want to talk about first?
There's a couple of things up for discussion. I can put some. For anyone who is interested, the Unreal Engine, the Unreal 4 engine, is actually free to use. What is it? Epic? Yeah, Epic. Epic put it out recently, and what they did in order to make up for revenue that they normally would be a monthly cost of about $20, is they put in a marketplace. And what that has is it has pre-done, basically parts to a game. So like one of the things I saw was 101 muzzle flashes for $20. Now, the way that it works is you would pay for that, and then you would unlock. You would gain access to the, I guess it would be the animations, code, and design of that. And then the advantage, which someone brought up earlier, a disadvantage that a lot of people could see with that is that games will become very similar, because if everyone's able to buy the same things, then they'll end up just using those. But the one advantage that I like a lot is that the users can submit what they make, so long as it's independently created, for it to be sold on the marketplace, and for them to make a profit through Epic through that marketplace on the Unreal 4 engine.
Right. Which, I mean, it's very nice for those people who want to speed up their development. You know, if you're a one-man game developer and you just want to, I really don't want to code this entire castle.
Right.
Let me just buy a castle.
Kyle, I'm stuck at 33.
Also, if you need funds, it actually works out, because, example, that 101 muzzle flashes, right? Say you made hundreds of muzzle flashes, and you're only going to use 10 of them. You could take your next X amount that you think are applicable, the ones that you think are good, but just not what you're looking for, put them to the community. If the community approves them, you could actually make money towards your current development cycle.
and I mean that's been a thing for as long as code sharing has been a thing, is the idea of the code snippet library. So I think I really like the idea of being able to pay for quality content, and then being able to help support the entire community in this at the same time. So that's really cool. And then what is it? How is Epic going to make back money that they would by just giving away the Unreal Engine? Because I mean they make licensing fees all the time, don't they?
They do.
You still have a licensing fee.
Yeah, it's
in the sense of
5% royalty on the gross revenue after you've earned $3,000 per product per
Correct.
quarter.
Per quarter. So the first $3,000 per quarter is license fee free.
I'm correct.
Okay.
And after that, you start. Oh, this is a tight, very tight corner.
Slowing down.
This is a U-turn ramp.
Got it.
This is part of. I would not enjoy driving in Europe because of these things.
I mean, you drive in Pennsylvania, they have pretty similar stuff.
It's not. I feel like it's not this bad, but I also don't know because I'm not actually driving a truck.
Hey,
Driving a very
bad
small car.
When you're going 50 and it feels like you're going super fast.
Yes.
But the other thing is, I started the process for because I'm really interested in this personally, and just learning how the Unreal Engine works and getting acclimated to it. And so I started the programming side of it. And I must say that I must say that the tutorials that they have for, at least for the programming one, the Hello World they have was actually pretty solid, considering it's a Hello World. It's, you know, can you set up your environment? Can you run it? Can you compile it? Can you troubleshoot it? And can you modify it? And one of the things I really liked about going through it was, I thought this was great because I have 2 monitors, so this works out well for me. My head is not in the camera that entire time. And just like from like eye level up. They use Visual Studio in order to code the C++ side of it. So it actually opens Visual Studio next to or behind, depending how you have it set up, the Unreal Engine. So on one monitor I had Unreal Engine, on the other monitor I had Visual Studio, and I was able to modify the code, compile it, Unreal would update to the live compiled version. I could run it in the game and it would change the behavior. So if you made something... Oh, as Andy proceeds to almost crash.
Yep.
If you made something like they have you make in the tutorial, where it's a cone that floats up and down, you can actually start modifying the code so that it starts floating, you know, left, right, down, or diagonally. So you can start instant live getting feedback for what you change, which I think is I really like that about this engine so far. And then I believe we have other news, so let's not hug it up with all Unreal.
News. Announced last week that we somehow talked about so many other things that we didn't even think about it last week, but GTA 5, if you're looking forward to that coming out for PC, you're gonna have to wait even longer because it's gonna push back another about 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
It's something like that. It's until April,
3 weeks.
right?
Yeah,
3
3
weeks.
weeks. It's now coming out April 14th, or as I have predicted, August 2015.
Hey, if that happens, it comes out around my birthday. I'm okay with that.
So yeah, I'm honestly on the fence about whether or not this is a bad thing. Because I mean, yeah, it's a bad thing in the sense we don't get the game, but isn't it a good thing in the sense that like we won't
They're
get
creating a good product.
Yeah, we won't get a
Yeah,
crappy game with
but
day one
the
patches and all
problem-
that.
Yeah, the problem is what happens if it does come out crappy.
Right.
still?
See, then we have a different conversation.
That's the
But
problem.
just
If it
assume-
comes out perfect, everything, like maybe a little bit of a minor glitch of something you couldn't possibly have planned for, I'm okay with that. If it comes out though, and it's some kind of glaring, really horrible, how did you miss that in your extra 5 months of delaying the game? You know, that's where people are gonna have a problem. Like, I'm okay with it being delayed, but if the launch is screwed at all, then you go, why didn't you just release it 5 months ago? Or how bad would it have? Train.
Hey, look, there's a train.
Oh, Jeff tried to break down the gate.
Well, it's free roam. I should not be able to crash.
What? We crash all the time.
Whatever, man.
He's not wrong. We do crash all the time.
Yeah, my bank account reflects this.
Mafia money.
So, I mean, as long as they have a good launch, I don't think you'll have much. You won't see much problems from people being angry about the game. I've already pre-ordered it just because GMG sent me a 23% off coupon,
Nice.
and I was like,
Sure.
okay. I mean, I wasn't gonna buy it at $60, but at $46,
That's
yeah,
totally
okay.
feasible.
All right, I can do that.
Apart from the discount, are you getting any cool pre-order?
Currently, because it got delayed again, you get $1.2 million in game.
Yep, I think it's split half and half, half in single player, half in multiplayer.
It was split half and half originally, but I
Oh.
think now that they've added more, it's now all of the extra that they've added is in the multiplayer.
Okay.
So I think right now
Oh.
it's like 7 million in the multiplayer, and then like 3 million. Originally it was 7 million and 3 million, and I'm not sure what the current breakdown is. whether it's a full million in game and in the online, and then that.
So what they're doing is they're just giving free virtual money.
Yeah,
Yep.
I would much rather them give me actual money back though.
That
Oh, yeah.
I see. I don't
Like
know how I
for
feel about that.
every day, every pushback of the launch date, I'd like
Yeah.
$5.
But I mean, you assume that that's something that they can control, like the pushbacks. Because I mean, really, all it takes is one guy to not meet his deadline, that then domino effects to everyone else.
Still, it's not. Here's the thing: it's not a matter of the game is not done.
Kyle.
You know, it's not that the game isn't done. The game is done. It's just being optimized and stuff. Because it's the game that's being released for PC is the same game that's been that was released for the Xbox One and the PS4. It's the same game.
I question though, because like when I look at like a mainline console game, like every Xbox One is made of the same stuff.
Yes,
Like it's the same
it
parts.
is.
Every PS4 is.
But
made
it
of the
also
same stuff.
runs. It also is a very similar architecture to what PCs are.
Next. Well, actually, beyond that, the way in which they made it is the same way in which basically the same way in which they made Max Payne 3. They actually made it. It's not a port from console to PC. It's actually the other way around. It's PC specialized for the console. But from what I believe, there's probably something that they're trying to integrate. I.e., we have online heists are coming out soon, or just came out recently.
March 10th. I believe
March.
is
So
the
7
date that I
days from
remember
now.
seeing.
Yeah. So I'm kind of okay with this because this means the console peasants can test and break those and say, oh, here's what's broken about the online heist. This is why it doesn't work. And then PC will be patched and ready by time it comes out.
So
it's very
console
possible.
peasants.
Yes,
Console peasants, yeah.
correct.
We are the PC master race.
Mike
Right.
gets it.
That one.
Is this another part of Twitch culture that I don't understand?
Actually,
No,
that's
this is
actually,
culture.
this is
Reddit
YouTube,
culture.
actually.
Reddit, YouTube. This is just straight
This
up
is PC culture here.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the PC Master Race thing. I just didn't realize the console peasants. Like
Yeah.
that
Console
parallel
peasants,
to me
yeah.
just was never apparent.
Well, remember, peasant isn't a bad thing. Nothing wrong.
Except how they game is slightly inferior to our way of gaming.
Yep.
But similar to the peasants of old medieval times, which enjoyed certain things that the highbrow did not, they're still happy with it. So there's nothing wrong with it.
Also, they got to enjoy the game a
Early.
year and a half before us.
This is true.
With all, well, if you were on the 360, as I will very well know, random things love to spawn when you turn corners too fast.
Yup. Many a pole were slammed into.
I got launched by
360.
so many fences, it's not even funny.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Because the draw distance is so short, because it can't.
Oh,
it's
'Cause
pulling
it's
it off the
360
disc.
360 hardware.
Yeah, we are going down a strict mountain pass here, by the
Sir,
way.
we are in the boonies. All
We are
right.
in the boonies, and we are going down a mountain pass.
Yep. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh jeez.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens. The original plan was that Marlow Briggs, which is on Wednesdays currently, that Freelance does, we should have finished that series right about when GTA 5 for PC was originally supposed to come out at the end of March, and then they pushed
Yeah, it
it
would have been
back.
exact, by the way, actually.
So now the timing's a little bit off on that. So there may be some filler games on Wednesday, and then the plan is to start playing GTA 5 on Wednesdays.
Gotcha.
Which
Okay,
would
so
be,
actually that is kind of nice because this way we can do like
That's
more traditional like gaming and just kind of screwing around and having a good time, but also we can have the more talky
Oh my god.
talky bits.
Yeah.
Whee!
So it'll be interesting
Hey, you're
because
gonna enjoy this Yeoman trailer.
Engine
GTA 5
malfunction.
is very much the online version is very much a sandbox.
Mhm.
So and
Anyway, so do we want to move on to another piece of news now that we've pretty much beaten to dust the whole GTA 5 is delayed? Oh well.
I don't know that we
fuck.
really beat it to dust.
Well, maybe not beat it to
I
dust.
don't think that was like the beginning of the news of it.
We're not like salty about it or anything.
And then it just kind of we talked about what we can do with it.
Oh, Andy
Yeah.
was salty when he first found out.
Oh, I was Morton's.
Yeah.
I was Morton's when I found out that it was delayed again.
Sorry, did you say we're Mortons?
Yes.
Yeah. Again,
That's-
Twitch.
Right.
Twitch
That's what we need to
is-
talk
that's
about. We need to
easy.
talk about Twitch culture versus YouTube culture versus Reddit culture.
Versus, at the very, very, very bottom of the list, 4chan culture.
Hey,
We don't-
Lamau.
We don't
We
talk
don't-
about Shank
I don't think.
culture.
I don't
You
think
guys
we
don't
need to
talk
speak
about
that.
Well, it's a good gauge of scale.
It is a spectrum.
That is a spectrum.
Okay.
I agree.
So, 4chan is the place for all the scum and villainy of the internet. I was trying to make a Star Wars reference.
I caught it.
I didn't.
It's
'cause
actually
I
there's a
don't-
book in the Star Wars RPG called Scum and Villainy, which is pretty legit.
Very good. Very good.
And then
So-
and then just above that we have, I'd say actually quite above that, but just
Oh,
above.
there is a good
It's-
mile between 4chan and Reddit.
Reddit.
There
I was
are
gonna
parts
say,
of Reddit though that are pretty 4chan-y, like the 4chan subreddit.
Oh
well,
yeah,
here's the
but I
thing.
mean,
there's
you
also
can't-
parts of 4chan that are closer to just normal Reddit, because there's work safe sides of 4chan.
correct.
And I mean, you go on B-board, you're strapping on the belt, you know what you're doing. This roller coaster's gonna try and kill you.
That's advanced.
That's like
advanced 4chan
searching on
tactics 101.
r/all,
Oh
right?
god, it's so foggy.
Like the
Well,
channel.
here you would think
It's not-
r/all is like that. It's not.
Yeah, it's not as bad.
It's not even close.
I could safely browse r/all,
Pretty-
on my Christian university campus, and be mostly okay.
Correct.
Train.
Oh my god!
And that's because of the way that it works.
Yeah.
So you have.
I also have the Reddit extension that does all the cool stuff,
yeah,
and
RES.
so there are built-in setups to make sure that
Graphics
nothing
department
embarrassing
actually
shows
put
up.
the
Yeah.
right text there.
Yeah, white text is needed for what just happened.
Graphics department, get on that.
White text.
Um,
I'm gonna spite you and make it not white. Make it
It's gonna be
beige.
blue.
Pink.
Pink.
Make it pink.
Make it Fago.
Hey man, I will try to make it pink, but I can't guarantee anything because if it looks crappy, I'm not doing it.
Kyle,
No, you just gotta pick the right shade.
faded away into the foggy abyss.
Apparently,
your draw distance is low, brother.
I know. I can only.
Honestly, I would actually say that Twitch culture is worse than Reddit culture.
I think Twitch
think so?
culture is more free than Reddit culture, because Reddit culture, everything you say is like up for criticism. With Twitch culture, it's kind of a one-off thing because, like, yes, they have recording capabilities, but a lot of it just kind of
You just
is
kind of
is
say
live
it and then it goes
is
away.
done. Yeah, it's like the
True.
Snapchat of game streaming.
Yeah, but
Although part of it is that you can ban people on Twitch, where Reddit it's a much more in-depth process to do so.
Well, I
That many zeros, that's right.
think it's about time that we bring up our last topic here, since I'm only 9 miles away.
I'm still 40.
Oh, it's perfect then. Should end by the time you get here and finish parking. We should be done. Because we can always shenan after. We're getting off here, Jeff.
Got it.
Sorry.
I got
That was
it.
more important information to give out earlier on, I think.
Appreciate it. Going
once
to
I
Bro
get off this
Central.
highway, I'll bring up the last news topic. Oh! Lamau.
Caught that.
Oh god, he's caught the Alamau bug.
What? Okay, what are
See, I
you?
don't
You must be
remember-
referring to one
I don't
specific
even know which
streamer.
Twitch streamer says that either.
It's a group. It's like, I think it's, I don't know.
Is it,
Is it
Cloud9?
PewDiePie?
Is this the
Well,
same
if it's
people who say
PewDiePie, I'm
rest in
stopping
pepperoni?
doing this. I'm
Or
wholeheartedly
is it-
against that.
I'm not sure, actually. I don't know who says it.
Well, let's not find out then, because I'm
Like,
content
Like,
not,
you like saying it a
because I
lot.
like saying it, so I'd appreciate not knowing that information.
Wait, who says rest in pepperoni though?
That's just all of...
That's basically everyone.
So, alright, salt comes from old, so salt to be salty comes
Yeah,
from old
to be
fighting
salty.
games and Evo, which translated into Twitch through Mugen through salty bets, which is a Mugen. What's the word? A program based in Mugen, PC fighting game where 2 random AIs fight each other with random characters.
Okay.
And you bet salt. You bet a fake currency that you can have.
It's worth its weight in salt. Anything worth its salt.
And then because of salty bets, he has people who do graphics for him, and one of the primary graphics of his site is a picture of Dr. Doom sitting in his chair holding a can of Morton's, representing the salt.
Sure.
From that came Morton's salt. Along with that, in the same kind of connotation, came RIP. RIP, obviously, exists originally as Rest in Peace.
Sure.
And then people started saying, "Oh, what does that stand for?" Which then people started trolling, and it became Rest in Pepperonis, which became Rip in Pepperonis, which has led to where we are now. And I have no idea where A Lamau came from.
I like to think it's a Cloud9 or Counterlogic Gaming sort of thing. I don't know, one of those streamers, I think.
One of those teams, yeah. Very possible. Are we getting off here?
Yes.
So, now that we've had an in-depth discussion on A Lamau and Rest in Pepperonis, last thing is, we talked about last week the Steam virtual reality headset that was going to be announced at GDC, and since GDC is here, or has already left, I'm not sure. Yeah, by now it probably has already left, because it was all week. Victory, I have parked. So, they have released enough information about it, we can actually talk about it now. They have named it Vive?
I think it sounds like Vive.
Vive? Okay.
Is it is it VIVE or VIZE?
VIVE.
Vive, Vive. I say
it's
Vive.
Could be
I
either.
think Vive. I feel like Vive makes sense, but only because it's being developed by HTC.
Yes, HTC is the developer of it.
I mean, HTC Vive just sounds like a phone.
It does sound like something that they would make. But some of the specs of this virtual reality headset, it is going to have two 1200 by 1080 displays that refresh at 90 frames per second.
Wow, that's insane.
According to this, HTC says it'll allow the device to, quote-unquote, fill your field of vision in all directions, eliminating the jitter common on previous virtual reality technologies.
That's why the jitter was caused? Is because you had a frame of reference?
Because your eyes probably tried to comprehend things outside of your vision. I could see that.
Oh,
Outside
so
of
like
your focus.
it's if you're looking at a picture frame. After, like you question why is my virtual environment clouded by a picture frame?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
Oh my god, why won't this let me have
You're at a
this?
bit of an angle on my screen.
No, you said it was okay. Oh, there it is.
Hey.
Wow.
I wasn't going to do it that time, but fair enough. We don't actually have a bombshell this week, but that's okay. We don't need to have a bombshell
Well,
every
I'm
week.
off to lose more League of Legends matches. Goodbye, everybody.
Well, I guess that could be a bombshell. Works for me. Well, if you like this video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button down there. If you want to, you can hit that subscribe button, and we'll be even more happy because we'll know that you're watching our videos. And we will see you guys next week.